Finally on the trail. I'm out here in Uwharrie National Forest. This is my first hiking trip since March, early April, when I did the second half of the Mountains to Sea Trail, segment 10. Very much missed the trail. It's kind of a last minute trip that kind of threw together. Work has been unusually busy the last few weeks, and so this is more a mental recalibration than anything. Uwharrie's kind of cool because it's got a little bit of everything for everybody. There are hiking trails, there's mountain biking trails, there's OTV trails. So fortunately I'm on a hiking trail. But the plans for this trip, I'm just gonna be doing an overnighter. The destination's a little loose in the details. About the only concrete plan is that I'm only going to be out here one night, one way or the other. Doing a 18-19 mile loop of the Dutchman's Creek Uwharrie Trail, and if you look at it on a map, it's kind of a figure 8 with a trail junction like right in the middle. So I'm just going to kind of see how I feel. If I'm feeling like doing the whole thing, I'll do the whole figure 8, or if I'm feeling like just chilling out, I'm just going to do the bottom half of the 8. Boy, there are a lot of spider webs out here today. But so we'll see. Plans are fluid, but I'm just out here to enjoy the day. It's been too long since I've been out on the trail. I did a couple of paddling trips, but no legit backpacking, so feels good. Like being out in the woods. Good times. It is September 28th, and officially it is autumn. The temperature certainly does not feel like autumn. I want to say it's supposed to get into the mid to upper 80s today, and then tonight high 60s. So tonight will feel good, but the trees are certainly in tune with what season it's supposed to be, because it's mostly green, but there are definitely some leaves changing colors. Very cool transition to see the forest changing. When I was briefly planning this trip, I was looking at the topography, and with any loop you can go one of two ways, clockwise or counterclockwise. So I decided to go clockwise and go left to start with, because looking at the topography, there's lots of ups and downs on this first part, and I figured I didn't want to be doing all of those ups and downs on the final stretch of the trip. So I figured I'd get them out of the way early. And I set my first good little climb, and it's enough to get the heart rate going. And it's still pretty warm. The other issue I noticed a while back was crossing a creek bed, and the creek is pretty low. There's a couple of puddles here and there, but I mean, I brought 2 liters of water, but I'm pretty much depending on finding a water source to replenish from, so hopefully that's not going to be an issue. There's plenty of creeks that run through here, but they're all dry. Might be a short trip or a thirsty trip, but oh well, we'll make it work. Good times. According to the map, Dennis Mountain is going to be coming up here very shortly. And according to the map, it goes straight up the mountain. So that'll be fun. See up there? Yep, straight up the mountain. The map did not lie. I think it's a combination of the heat, the fact that I'm out of shape, and as usual I brought too much. But still a pretty day. Still glad to be out here. It's gorgeous. I just might not think it's gorgeous while I walk up this hill. Might not be able to think about anything other than getting up the hill. Good times. Whew. Well, made it to the top of Dennis Mountain. It's nice now that I'm up here. Although I can kind of see through the trees. There's a inkling of a view. My original plan was to stop for lunch here, but now that I'm up, I feel a lot better. But there's somebody camped up at top, hammock camper. So I figured give them some privacy and keep moving, and I'll find another spot. Maybe I'm headed back down the mountain now, so maybe at the bottom. We'll see. Whew. Definitely got some ups and downs on this trip. Good times. All right. So I had a nice long lunch break and feeling 10 times better. So I have made the official decision that I'm not doing the big 19-20 mile loop, whatever it is. Just gonna do the small loop. And so with that in mind, I've got another mile to the trail junction, which is the center of that figure 8, and then I'm going to bang a right and start heading back south towards the car. And that mile junction, or that trail junction, is around 5.5 miles, give or take, back to the trailhead. So ideally, if I can trim off a mile or two of that so that tomorrow equipment issues. I figure this out. Anyways, if I can shave off a couple miles of that 5.5 so that tomorrow I only have a few miles left and get to the car at a decent hour and get home, it gives me some time tomorrow to clean gear and whatnot. Oh, it's amazing what some rest and some food will do for an attitude. I feel way better. But absolutely gorgeous. Made it to the trail junction. There's a random tent here. So that trail right there is the Uwharrie Trail. So if I wanted to continue this figure 8, I would go that way. And then that is the other part of the trail right there, Dutchman's Creek Trail. So that would be to go clockwise, and that would be to go counterclockwise. This is the junction. So, decision time. It is going to be the small loop. That was the way I came from. And here we go. Well, all plans have got to be able to change, be flexible. So I guess I spoke too soon about the dry creek beds not being dry, because this is essentially what I've been dealing with. On the map, this is a creek. It's blue on the map, but as you can see, 0 water. So what I have done, against my better judgment, but because there is nothing else that I'm aware of, I've been filtering water out of that puddle, which in general is an awful idea that I do not recommend at any point if you can help it. But I've already gone through 4 liters of water today, just because it's so freaking hot. So I stopped and filtered 4 liters of water. Well, I filtered 2 liters, so I got my water bottles full, and then I filled up my dirty bag, my dirty water bag, with 2 liters of water. That's how much it holds, and then just packed that away. So I've got 2 liters that are ready to drink, and then 2 liters that I'll filter at some point, because I may not have access to another water source before I get to the car. So it's possible that that's going to be what has to hold me for the rest of the trip. So we'll see. But right now I'm carting 4 liters of water, so definitely feeling that extra weight. But it's better to carry some extra weight than be out of water. That's a bad day. So, but yeah, so that water source I was kind of hoping was going to be farther down the trail, but is really only like a little over a half a mile from that trail junction. So I had half considered camping there, but if I camp there, that leaves me a solid 5 miles to hike tomorrow. While that's certainly doable in one day, I really wanted to be done and back at the car before lunchtime. And I'm not one of those people that's real good at getting early starts, and I'm definitely not setting an alarm. So we'll just ease on the trail. Good times. It's hot. I'm reaching this power line behind me here, and that's about the 3 mile mark to the car. So I would prefer to find something in this general area, because while I do want to get to the car before lunch, I'd rather not have 30 minutes of hiking to do tomorrow. I'd rather have something to look forward to other than jaunting to the car. So we'll see, but I'm definitely smoked. This trail and the fact that I'm carrying a pack that's way too heavy, those two things combined, it's good. But it's a beautiful trail. Not too many people, just a handful out, but it's very, very nice, very pretty, very quiet, which is exactly what I needed. I could do without the heat, but whatever. So hopefully in the next few minutes I'll be running up on a campsite. I'll get this monkey off my back and I can relax. See you there. Home sweet home. Found one. That's the trail right there, so it's a little closer comfort, but I'm smoked. That was the hill I just came up. That's what I get to look forward to tomorrow. But right now, priority is getting this pack off and chilling. Good day. So it is just after 5 o'clock. Started at 10:20 this morning, and I took better part of an hour for a lunch break. So it's not a bad day. Not a bad day at all. And I am glad that I topped off on water, because even though there's a blue dotted line on the map, shocking, there's no water in the blue dotted line on the map. So what I filled up with earlier is what I got. Okay, let's get this pack off. So for those of you that haven't heard of David Gray, check out his YouTube channel. Backstory, he was one of the very first YouTubers. Darwin and David Gray were probably the first YouTubers that I watched for camping and outdoorsy stuff. And David Gray kept talking about this cheese spread that he would always eat every time he would go out. And so I finally broke down, got myself some Packet Gourmet cheddar jack cheese spread. So I'm going to put this stuff together. Now I'm told that it has to soak for, the directions say 20 minutes, but experience has told me that an hour is, it tastes better for an hour. So I'm going to get this cooking, I guess. But yeah, really looking forward to that. We'll see how it works out. I brought some Ritz crackers too, so it should be a fun evening. All right, let's do this right here. Water in here. So remove condiment packet and whatever that is. So this is a pretty big deal for me. All right, so there's a condiment packet in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. So that had to come out. All right, so 2 ounces of water. Let's see here. So this doesn't have a 2 ounce measurement, but it has a 4 ounce measurement. So I'm no mathematician, but I believe that 2 is half of 4. So if I put half of 4, that's going to be 2. All right, it's supposed to be warm water. We're going to say it's warm. And need to stir, I'm assuming, right? I should have, yeah, stir. Close it up. Press air from pouch, seal, and massage. Like that. You gotta massage your cheese. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. Alright, so there's no more air in there. Now for the massaging. Oh yeah. Massaged cheese is happy cheese. And then pat flat. Alright, it is 6:22. Not crazy about waiting an hour. May not make it that long, but I can wait at least 20 minutes. But okay, so 6:22 right now. You know what? I'm going to do this right. Stopwatch. Okay. See you in. I can't wait 20 minutes. Let's try 30. Let's try 30 minutes. In the meantime, I might crack a cold one. That sounds like a plan. Oh, and I might start a fire too. Just 'cause. Give me something to do. Good times. Boy, that's green. Yes, it is warm for a fire. However, the bugs have been relentless today, and I'm pretty certain that bugs don't like fire and smoke. So I'll deal with the extra heat. Normally I bring some kind of craft beer, or something that's a little more high class than Yingling. But this is what Food Lion had. Their craft beer was their selection was a little lacking. So Yingling is going to have to do it. Not only Yingling, but warm Yingling, room temperature, whatever this is. It's still good. Oh. All right. It has been 35.5 minutes. So I'm going to do my first taste test to see if we need to wait longer or not. Ooh, it looks like cheese. Might have too much water. Looks a little runny. Maybe it needs more time. Yeah, more time. Still tasty though. You know, I said that it was a good trade-off to, get rid of the bugs by having a huge fire, but I'm not gonna lie, this thing's pretty hot. Oh yeah, that's still crunchy. This definitely needs more time. Life is good. Okay, it has been, hang on, 1 hour and 3 minutes. Let's see what we got here. I think we might have a winner here. All right, let's give it a shot. Yep, that's tasty, for sure.
Still a little runny. I think next time I'll add just a little less water. That is downright tasty.